Hey Virgo, so sorry that I have to redo your tarot reading. I laid it out. I literally was on this last clarification card and then my alarm went off because I have to go get my kids from school. But what I was saying, let's just go back to it. Let's just go back to it. All right. Overall energy for you guys is the Two of Swords in reverse, and then you have the Ten of Wands in reverse. So what I'm saying is that somebody, whether it's you or the other person, right, Virgo, somebody is no longer allowing themselves to play blind to this relationship, to this connection. Okay. Oh, let me put that out there real quick. All readings are general. This is for all Virgo placements. Okay. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, south node, Mercury, whichever one. Whichever one. It might resonate. Okay. If it doesn't resonate with you right now, go ahead and check your other zodiac signs and look at those tarot readings. I do have shorts, so whenever I can't do like the long tarot readings, you guys, please go ahead and check your shorts, because I really do try to at least upload like one or two readings, whether it's like a short or it's a long tarot reading. I'm really still trying to figure out my channel as far as like how I'm going to be doing this. So yeah, please bear with me. And for all of my subscribers so far, like I really do appreciate it for like having this channel for a month and a half. I really think it's a really good turnout. I like it, you know. I really do appreciate all of you guys. Anyway, if you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe. All right. Yeah, so this overall energy is someone breaking free from, you know, from playing blind. All right. The Ten of Wands is dropping the wands, dropping the burdens, and just saying, fuck it. Like, I'm just gonna drop all of this right here and head home because I'm tired. That's literally what the Ten of Wands is saying. All right. So the person, strongest energy, somebody felt manipulated. Somebody felt like somebody was controlling the relationship. Somebody is manipulative. This is a one-sided thing. Like, you see how he's hoarding all the swords? It's like, no, I'm going to be the one to tell you when, you know, you can pick up your swords. Because there's like other swords around, right? And these guys, like, he has all of them. Like, you don't even have enough hands to carry all the swords, guy. Like, share. All right. And that's how you can tell I'm military. I just said guy. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, guys. It's hard. 10 years, it's hard. All right. Five of Cups in reverse. So somebody is no longer paying attention to all of the broken cups. Like, not broken cups, but all the spilt cups. Like, all of the times, like, you know, the past relationships, the past arguments. Like, not really past relationship, but the past arguments. You know, all the issues of the relationship. And they're actually going to be paying attention to this, all right? They're actually going to be paying attention to the one in the back. So, I mean, you can kind of imagine that these will be upside down. These are still upright, all right? So this person is no longer paying attention to what has happened. They're no longer allowing this to take over their clear thinking, no longer allowing this relationship to cause them to lose sleep over you, to keep them up at night, all those things. They're no longer allowing for all of these like insecurities. I want to say insecurities because that's how I feel these swords are representing. It's like insecurities, problems, arguments, you name it, whatever's going on. All right, they're no longer allowing this to happen. I feel like somebody has like a really big ego, or like the 7 deadly sins, you know, the Adam and Eve, right? She has like the fruit over there. He has the flames, passion, right? Sex, passion, food, materialistic things. Something is causing this connection to be toxic. I feel like the only thing that's holding this connection together is just the intimacy, just the sex, just the excitement of it. All right. I feel like that is basically the only thing that's keeping these two people bound together is, you know, whatever, you know, if you like fancy things or they like fancy things and you give them money all the time or they give you money all the time, you guys go out on dates, all that stuff, like, and then you guys go home and have sex and cuddle and whatever. Like, I feel like that is the only thing that's keeping you guys in this connection. All right. And somebody is completely over it. I feel like either someone is going to be coming in to try and reconcile, or you're going to be reconciling with somebody else in the past where you were like, this relationship was so much better than the relationship that I'm in now. Or they are going to be going and receiving a reconciliation from somebody else. All right. So it depends on who this person is. I'm not saying it's you, I'm not saying it's them, but majority of the times it is in the center of my spread. So I am going to say it's you, Virgo. So I'm gonna say there's some ego, some addictions as far as like maybe control, stuff like that is causing this connection to just break. All right. The person that you're dealing with is no longer wanting to deal with this. You have the Empress clarifying your 7 of Swords. So what that's telling me is that somebody felt like they were better, because it's the Empress and then it's the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords is just a suit. So the Empress is like, this queen royalty complex, right? So I feel like the person that you're dealing with, or you, felt like they were better than the other person that they're with. Okay, and I feel like, if you're going to be in a connection, you guys, there has to be equal give and take. There has to be like, if you see yourself as a queen, you need to help them see themselves as the king. Because why would you want to associate with your servant? Although, history does show that people do that. They go and fuck the hell. Anyway, the 5 of Cups in reverse is being clarified by the 7 of Cups in reverse. And like I was saying earlier in the first recording of your tarot reading, this spread is so redundant, you guys. Like, the 7 of Cups is basically saying that, like, they don't want to make this decision based off of clear thinking, based off of like, weighing the pros and cons, right? Making, like, seeing if I leave, if I go, what, trying to balance the situation. They're no longer doing that. They're just like, what, F it. I feel like for the sake of my sanity, I need to do this. Okay, for the sake of my sanity, because this is just too much, too overwhelming. Like, I need to just leave. Like, I need to just drop this. I feel like somebody's doing that. Okay. For the Devil card, and then you have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. What that literally is saying is that, like, whatever, and like I said, Virgo, take it vice versa, okay? But because this is your reading, I feel like you, Virgo, because they probably brought it up. They might not have brought it up nicely. They might have brought it up in like a loving, like, sort of kind of passive way, because these are children as well. In the 6 of Cups, I feel like they've told you before how they feel about this connection, how they feel about you, how, why they are a certain way, right? But your ego is too big to even, when their mouth is like this, you're like squirrel, like you're already thinking of a rebuttal instead of actually being present and listening to the situation, listening to what your partner is saying and fully processing. And you know what? Communication is so key in relationships. And we say that we know how to communicate, but to be honest, it's actually very hard, because, you're trying to prove a point, or you're trying to let them know, like, I do understand what you're saying, but do you though? And it's super hard, right? To even fathom how to, like, explain that, or to even do that, because sometimes even for me too, I'm just like, whenever my partner is talking, I wait and I listen to what they're saying, and then I rebuttal. And I know that's not what you're supposed to do, but it's just like, you know, like you either rebuttal or you're passive. So where's the middle ground? It's super difficult. Alrighty, so the Nine of Swords, the King of Cups in reverse came out, like it flew out when I was shuffling, okay? And then I shuffled again and the Three of Swords in reverse came out. So again, like the Nine of Swords in reverse is basically saying like, I'm no longer allowing this to drain me, to allow this to, you know, keep me up at night. I'm gonna take the L, I'm gonna let it go, right? I'm no longer going to be haunted, I guess, because you know it's nighttime and they're in bed. I'm no longer going to be haunted by this situation, by this connection. I'm going to let it go. And to be honest, I feel like the person that you're dealing with, Virgo, King of Cups in reverse, they had to go a little cold-hearted. They had to basically, because you know the reconciliation card, again, like I said, you might have went up to them like, I'm so sorry, you know, let's try again, like whatever, but you see how every single one of these cups are so redundant. They're all the same. So the apology is all the same. The issue is all the same. And this person is like, she's looking up at him like, thank you. But you can clearly see in the illustration, their actual, like, you know, like their smiles or whatever, like it's up to interpretation. So it's neither here nor there. Okay, so they basically had to either be super cold about the situation, to manipulate the situation for their best interests, because they, again, felt like this relationship was one-sided, very manipulative, like always having to try and reconcile. One person had to play, you know, had to be the bigger person, while the other one was just like, okay, like, all right, thank you, like you see it my way. But not necessarily, like that shouldn't have happened. It was more of like y'all should have had a come to, you know, I don't want to say come to Jesus, because a lot of you guys may not be religious like that, but you know, come to higher level thinking, partnership talk, right? Okay. And then the Three of Swords in reverse also says, just bombardly clarifies that yes, the person that you're dealing with does plan on, you know, yes, they forgive you, all right, they forgive you, they forgive the situation, they forgive this whole entire, you know, issue, all the issues in this relationship, but they feel like they need to let go for their benefit. All right, that's what I'm seeing. And then for the Six of Cups, you have the Seven of Pentacles clarifying. And so that's where, you know, again, I feel like if it's not them accepting your apologies, possibly, it's them going back, or it's you going back to another relationship, somebody coming in and, you know, somebody had done like the soul searching and the shadow work and the healing and everything, and was just like, you know what, let's try again. Like, can we try again? Okay. I feel like, and the Six of Wands was was in the back, the clarifying for that as well, was the overall. And I really do feel like somebody, that somebody is coming in, either coming in for you, Virgo, or coming in for them, as far as like, not necessarily claiming their trophy, but overcoming their issues, that they're able to ride into victory with you or with the other person. Again, I also feel like sometimes the Six of Wands also can be an ego card as well. So I really do feel like, again, it's saying that, you know, there is that, but also someone someone needs to put work into their ego, because ego is a huge thing for this connection that you guys are dealing with. All right. And then I'm going to do, so sorry, I'm going to do the hidden truths for you, Virgo. So, hidden truths, Virgo. Okay, so this person wants to say, you came closer than anyone. And it could be you saying, like, they came closer than anyone. I want to tell you how I feel. I wish things could be different, and just being near you is intoxicating. This definitely gives me big, like, devil energy, okay? I feel like they do want to tell you something. They want to tell you how they feel. They want to tell you, like, you know, all this stuff. But again, it's just going to go back to the Six of Cups. And they're so tired of having it be so redundant, okay? They're just really tired of having to tell you, I'm feeling lonely. I'm feeling, you know, like, we're just only in this connection because you are really good in bed, or, you know, you just like the way I cuddle you, or some crap like that. Because so many times they've tried to open up a conversation with you, all right, Virgo, and it's like, well, whatever excuses or things, you know, coming out of your head, to justify the situation. Again, Virgo, like, I feel like, you know, yes, I feel like this is you being that person, but again, take it how it resonates. It could be flipped. But I want to say, I want to say with the Page of Swords in reverse and the overall energy in the back, I want to say that in order for this to even work out, like, there needs to stop, like, somebody needs to stop being immature, okay? Stop being immature. Stop, like, using other people to talk to this person. If you guys are in separation right now, stop stalking them, and find your balance. Like, you need to find your balance and work on yourself. That person needs to work on themselves, okay? So that way you guys can go back to not ghosting each other, or just like laying there and just letting things be passive. You guys can actually come back to being lovely. Okay, Virgo, so again, if this resonated, let me know in the comments. I totally love reading the comments, and I definitely will respond, okay? If you want a personal reading, I have friends who are Virgos, and they actually asked me for a personal reading already, so yeah. But if you want a personal reading, let me know, because there's so many Virgos out there, right? And again, this is general. It may or may not resonate with you. But either way, please hit the like button, please share, please subscribe, and grow this channel with me. All right, bye, Virgo.